Yep. So to start off here, I'm just gonna show a couple. If I can get this working here. All right. So my first one I was going with here is a soda can project. Um, the main goal of this project was basically using what we had learned from other previous projects, like using materials and taking pictures from the internet and putting it on materials and then putting it in our course project here. As you can see, this project is a soda can project. So what we basically did was make the can itself. We made those from objects, and then we were able to pick whatever wrapper or can wrapper from the internet, and then was able to use materials and then put it on the material and then wrap it on to the objects that we did. So as you can see here, it came out pretty good. Um, this project was harder than it looks. Obviously, to make a can, it yeah, it was much harder than it looks. Obviously, but the project all in all was good though. It showed us how to, get cans and put it on the materials. Well, not on the materials, but like take different materials or internet from the internet and put it on different objects and materials and bring it to life. So all in all, it was a really good project. This project here was dealing with camera angles and light. So basically, the whole project was to create a crime scene but use the light to basically like give a hint, like for a crime scene. So for my crime scene, I did a table. You can't see it because it's a bit dark back there, but there's a lamp and a chair, and the chair is back there, but the lamp fell down. And as you can see, I'm using the light to go on to the apple with the pencil through it, and then there's a note on it that says "Pay up." So basically, yeah, this whole point of this project was basically just using light to our advantage, learning how to use light to our advantage to brighten up certain areas of a scene. If there's one thing I would take back on this one is probably the note. Uh, I wish the note was a little bit better, like pay up. I wish the words would like stick on to the note the way I wanted it to instead of it like looking up. So that's probably one thing. The texture of the apple, I believe that could have been a little bit better, but overall, it really was a good project and it did teach me a lot. And that's just the same one. I think this is the finished project. Sorry, those are the other ones, but I think this is the finished project. So in this one, you can see the back of the couch, and you can see the lamp that fell there. So there was that one. I don't know why they keep showing the rest of these. Let's see. Okay, so this one is a sky picture here. This one's actually pretty good. So basically, we just took a spear and we took basically sky. So I used two sky pictures, but the materials are different. So basically, the goal was to see basically how, even though the sky picture is the same, there's two different materials applied to each ball. So therefore, it shows two different images. As you can see, one is light, you can kind of see the sky, and then for the other one, the material is different, so it kind of looks like silverish, and you can't really see it. And then we did the hardware floors, but this project was really good because it basically showed us how different materials or how different images on materials look different, even if it is the same image. So that was pretty good there. This picture was basically this project was based off a depth of field. So as you can see, it's a bunch of spears and it goes down and was on a depth of field. So basically, certain parts of the image would be bright or clear, and then some images wouldn't be. But as you can see, there's a reflection on here. As you can see, there's a reflection, so you can see a reflection of it, and then you can see right here as it's like really in focus, and then as it goes down, it kind of like loses focus. But like right here, you can see right there in the middle, the focus is like really good because that's what the focus is supposed to be. So it just shows depth of field, the reflection, and it just pinpoint focus on certain parts, and then just rolling it down. So this one was really good because it taught me depth of field, and yeah, it was a really good project. This project here, we're just making a flower pot, uh, which was pretty good. We learned, we took Let me see if I can find here. Yeah, so we took a fern, and then we did this in Photoshop. So we basically took a copy of that, and yeah, we basically put it in Photoshop. We took a yeah, we basically it was this the original. Then we made it into that. Then we put it into Photoshop, and then yeah, it basically turned out looking like that. We basically just copied it a bunch of times, and then we rotated it to different ways so it can look, more different, fluffed it up so it could look like an actual flower pot. But it really was a good project. Taught us a lot. The fern and the copy part, yeah, the fern and the diffuse and the OM. So that was pretty good. Overall, it's a good project, especially putting down the tile floors, the checker floors. That was pretty good. And then you can see the shadows there of the flower pot. So all in all, that was a very great project. Let's see here. That's still the same one. And okay, so this one. So this one was also showing us a physical camera along with materials as well. Because usually when we're doing projects, we don't usually put a filter, not a filter. We usually use the regular camera angle, but for this one, we're using a physical camera. So basically, we're setting our own camera so the scene can look the way it's supposed to look. As you can see, I have a couch there. I have a TV with a TV screen there. There's a table. Then you can see over there, there's a clock and another small table. And then there's a window there. But the physical camera basically shows everything. And then as you can see, there's the materials also all around there. But yeah, the physical camera basically shows everything in here. So that was the point of that project, was basically to show physical materials and or show the materials and basically to show physical camera. So yeah, those were my projects.